This summary is about the book Never Give Up. In this book, you will learn about the power of never giving up on yourself, refusing to live in fear, having a conqueror's spirit, overcoming obstacles, facing your inner enemy, and the transformative power of hope. Introduction. The truth of life is that no easy path leads you to your destination. Behind every success, there are countless struggles, tears, and the pain of being broken countless times. But think, if you had stopped after every difficulty, where would you be today? Probably right where you started. For a moment, rewind your life. How many times did you think that nothing more could happen, but still you took one more step, and that very step became the reason your life changed? This is the real magic. When a person does not lose courage, circumstances also begin to bow before them. Sometimes we wonder why we don't get what we want. But the truth is that every dream, every destination tests us. It sees if we are truly as strong as we think we are. And when we keep moving forward without getting tired or stopping, only then does life give us what we truly deserve. So, today the question is not about how many difficulties you face. The real question is, do you see a dream bigger than those difficulties? Are you ready to become the person who smiles even after enduring pain? Believe me, victory belongs to those who persevere until the end, no matter how long and dark the path. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. More than running fast, what matters is to keep going, because those who keep going are the ones who cross the finish line one day. Now think, are you ready to embark on that journey where falling, getting up, and fighting again is the only way to reach your destination? Because this journey will teach you that true strength lies in not giving up. Chapter 1. Never give up on yourself. Have you ever noticed how easily we forgive others, but when it comes to ourselves, we become our biggest critics? We blame ourselves for every small mistake. We doubt ourselves, and we bury our own dreams. Why? Because we feel that we are no longer capable of starting again. But wait a minute, is that really true? Are you really as weak as you think you are? Or is it just your fear that is holding you captive? Falling in life is not a bad thing. Falling makes a person stronger. The real bad thing happens when you stop getting up after falling. And this is the moment when the difference between winning and losing is decided. It is not easy to trust yourself, especially when the world repeatedly tells you that you are not enough. But remember, the world's opinion is just noise, and in that noise, your own voice matters the most. How many times have you thought that you won't be able to do it? How many times have you said to yourself, I just can't try anymore? But if you have reached this far today, it means that you still have the strength left inside you that can take you forward. When you give up on yourself, the world also gives up on you. But as soon as you say to yourself, no matter what, I will not give up on myself, at that very moment, everything starts to change. Suddenly, a new energy comes into you, a confidence that was hidden somewhere before. Remember, no one knows you more than you do. Only you know how many storms you have faced, how many times you have fought alone, and how many times you have stood up again after wiping away your tears without telling anyone. So why not give that person who has endured everything until now one more chance? Sometimes the biggest fight is not with the outside world, but with your own inner fears and doubts. And when you win this fight, the rest of the world automatically bows to your victory. So the next time you feel like you won't be able to do it, stop for a moment and listen to the voice inside you. The same voice that says, you can do this, just one more step. And believe me, when you learn to trust yourself, no power in the world can stop you. Because true victory happens when you say to yourself, no matter how many times I fall, I will always rise again. This is the spirit that changes life. This is the moment when you truly find yourself. Chapter 2. Refuse to live in fear. Have you ever felt that fear slowly eats us from the inside? It quietly swallows our dreams and leaves us standing right where we started. Fear is not just a feeling, it is a chain that stops us from moving forward. When you think of doing something new, what is the first thought that comes to mind? What if I fail? This fear forces us to give up even before we try. Think about how many dreams remained unfulfilled just because we considered fear to be bigger than our courage. But the truth is that fear is just a game of our mind. It shows us pictures of outcomes that may never even happen, and we, believing those pictures to be true, pull back our steps. The biggest trick of fear is that it convinces you that you are alone. It tells you that if you move forward, people will laugh, you will fall, and no one will lend a hand. But the truth is that when you overcome that fear, the world sees how strong you are. For a moment, think, if you had moved forward by ignoring your fear, where would you be today? Maybe in the place where you always wanted to be. But we stop because of fear, and slowly, this fear becomes our habit. Now, the question is, do you want to live with this fear, or do you want to break it and become free? Because when you run away from fear, it follows you. But when you face it, it ends. Remember, fear is powerful only as long as you give it power. As soon as you face it, it disappears like smoke. Courage does not mean that you do not feel fear. Courage means to take a step forward despite feeling fear. When you take action even while feeling fear, you find yourself at a new level. There comes a time in life when you have to decide whether you will remain a prisoner of fear or become the key to your own freedom. Think, if you let fear dominate you, you will never know how capable you are. But if you take one step forward, you will find that fear was not as big as you thought. So from today, decide to refuse to live in fear. Challenge fear, face it, and see how it vanishes. Because true strength is the one that says, even while feeling fear, I will not stop. Remember, fear is just an illusion, but your courage is the reality. And when you understand this, fear cannot stand in front of you.
Chapter 3, The Conqueror Spirit. Have you ever seen those people who keep smiling even while fighting every difficulty in life? The ones who fall again and again, but get up every time? There is something different inside them, a power that does not let them give up. This is the Conqueror Spirit. It is the passion that says, I will not stop until victory is mine. Life is never easy. It repeatedly throws you down, tests you, and sees if you are truly as strong as you believe yourself to be. And this is where those people with this spirit stand out. When others stop, these people keep moving forward. Think, when you are in trouble, and everything goes against you, you have two paths. Either bow down to the circumstances or compose yourself and move forward. This is the moment when the difference between winners and losers is decided. The Conqueror Spirit is not magic. It is a mindset. It is the thought that considers every failure a lesson. It turns every pain into strength. This is the same thought that says, if I have fallen today, I will get up tomorrow and become even stronger. When you adopt this spirit, you change in the eyes of the world. People will try to stop you. They will try to belittle you, but your resolve will remain firm, because you know that victory belongs to those who persevere until the end. Remember, the battle is not just fought in the field. The biggest battle takes place inside you, with your fears, with your doubts, with your weaknesses. And when you win these, no external power can stop you. Think for a moment. If you had said to yourself, that's it, after every failure, would you be here today? No. You are here because you decided to get up again and again. This is the real identity of a winner. The Conqueror Spirit does not mean that you will never feel fear or that you will never get tired. It means that despite fear and tiredness, you will not stop. You will remind yourself every day that no matter how long the path may be, only those who keep walking reach the destination. And when you start living with this mindset, you not only change your own life, you also become an inspiration for others. People see you and understand that if you can fight, they can fight too. So today, awaken this spirit within you. Say to yourself, I am a conqueror. I will not quit. I will not stop until I win. Because when this thought becomes ingrained in you, defeat remains just a word for you, and victory, your identity. Chapter 4. Overcoming the obstacles to success. Dreaming is easy, but the journey to reach them is never easy. Every time you move towards success, obstacles are bound to appear in your way. Sometimes people discourage you, sometimes circumstances stand against you, and sometimes fear and doubt arise within yourself. These are the moments when life tests you. Are you truly ready to fight for your dreams? Many times we feel that if we just get one big opportunity, everything will change. But the truth is that the real path to success is built by overcoming those small obstacles that we face every day. These obstacles are not just difficulties, but a test of our courage and patience. Think, have you ever climbed a high hill? As you go up, the path becomes even steeper. Your breathing gets faster, your legs start to hurt, but if you stop and sit down in the middle, you will never be able to see the view from the top for which you started this journey. Success is just like that, continuing to move forward despite tiredness, pain, and struggle. Obstacles will come. Sometimes someone will make fun of you. Sometimes circumstances will be so difficult that you will feel like you just can't do it anymore. But this is where your real test lies. Those who give up get left behind here, but those who persevere are the ones who go on to win. Remember, behind every great success, there are countless small failures. The people who are at the top today have also faced the same difficulties that you are facing today. The only difference is that they refused to give up. Every time you feel that the path is closed, ask yourself one question. Is this obstacle here to stop me or to make me stronger? And the answer will always be that it is here to make you stronger, because the bigger the obstacles, the bigger your victory will be. Sometimes life can lead you astray, but that does not mean your destination has disappeared. The paths can change, but the destination remains the same. If you turn obstacles into stairs, these difficulties will take you to an even greater height. So whenever circumstances are difficult, when you feel that you can't do it anymore, stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and remember why you started. Then, whether your steps are small or big, just keep moving forward. Because for the person who learns to stand firm in the face of obstacles, no destination is impossible. Never forget, the biggest obstacle comes right before a big victory, and the one who stands firm at that moment becomes the winner. So from today, decide that no matter how many obstacles come, you will not stop, because no matter how difficult the paths are, one day you will definitely reach your destination. And on that day, you will look back and say to yourself, it was worth it. Chapter 5. Your own worst enemy. Have you ever thought about who our biggest enemy in life is? We often think that the people who don't like us, who put obstacles in our way, are our real enemies. But the truth is that the most dangerous enemy is the one who is not outside of us, but inside of us. Our own negative mindset, our fear, and our own doubts. Have you ever noticed how many times you stop your own dreams? Whenever a big opportunity comes, a voice from inside you says, you can't do this, and we believe that voice to be true. Slowly, this voice becomes so powerful that we stop trying altogether. In reality, we often criticize ourselves more than others criticize us. We keep telling ourselves that we are not good enough, not worthy enough. This inner enemy repeatedly reminds us of how many times we have failed before, and then scares us that we will make the same mistake again.
Think. If you yourself belittle your dreams, why would the world start to see you as great? If you keep bringing yourself down, why would someone else lift you up? It is easy to pull yourself down every day, but lifting yourself up, that is the real strength. Because when you silence that negative voice inside you and say to yourself, I can do this, only then does your real journey begin. Remember, the external difficulties in life are not as dangerous as the things you repeatedly tell yourself in your own mind. If you keep telling yourself that you are a failure, you will slowly become an obstacle for yourself. So first, identify that enemy sitting inside you. When that voice says you can't do it, answer it. Let's see. When it says you have failed before, say to it, yes, and that failure has made me stronger. Learn to be friends with yourself. Recognize that person inside you who is ready to fight, who gets up even after falling. When you trust yourself, you defeat that enemy inside you who stops you. Remember, no external force is as dangerous as the habit that forces you to doubt yourself, and no power is as powerful as the one that makes you believe in yourself. So today, decide that you will not be your enemy. You will become your biggest supporter. When the world says that you can't do it, you will say to your inner voice, I will prove them wrong, because when you conquer yourself, no power in the world can defeat you. The real battle is not won outside, it is won inside. And when you are victorious in this battle, you open the biggest path for yourself, the path that goes directly to success. Chapter 6. The Power of Hope. Have you ever felt that moment when everything seems to be over, when there is darkness all around, and you don't even know where to take the next step? In such a time, only one thing remains: hope. This hope is that spark that shows light even in the thickest darkness. Hope is not just a feeling, it is the reason for living. When we are broken, tired, and on the verge of giving up, hope whispers softly in our ear, try one more time, just one more time. And these are the words that make us stand up again. Think about how many times you have been in situations where everything was against you, but still you reached this far. Why? Because somewhere in a corner of your heart, you kept hope alive, that small ray of light that told you it's not over yet. The power of hope is that it makes the impossible possible. When you have hope, your mindset changes. Your mind starts to find new ways. Your heart becomes stronger. The difficulties remain the same, but your perspective on them changes. Have you ever been in a dark room and suddenly lit a small candle? The room is not completely lit, but that small flame shows you the way. Hope is just like that. Maybe it doesn't change everything, but it definitely gives you the strength to move forward. It is not easy to have hope, especially when circumstances repeatedly break you. But this is the real courage, to convince your heart in broken circumstances that tomorrow will be better than today. And when you believe this, a new power is born from within. How many times in history have there been people who, even after losing everything, did not lose hope? They made that hope their strength and made a new beginning. And in the end, those same people became an example for the world. Remember, hope is not just about believing in the future, but about reminding yourself that the path is still there. No matter how long the journey, if hope is alive, the destination is also alive. So today, no matter what difficulty you're in, say to yourself, I will not give up hope, because hope is that thread that does not let you break. It reminds you that even the darkest night gives birth to a new morning. And when that morning comes, you look back and understand that if you had given up hope, you would never have reached this moment. This is the power of hope. It is the power that turns defeat into victory and darkness into light. So hold on to it, because as long as hope is with you, no difficulty is too great for you. Chapter 7. Like a sudden wind. There are some moments in life that come completely unexpectedly. You keep struggling for a long time. You keep trying, and it feels as if nothing is changing. Every day, the same tiredness, the same difficulties, the same waiting. But then, one day, it's as if a strong wind blows and changes everything. This is the magic of like a sudden wind. Have you ever noticed how much relief you feel when after a long time of hot weather, a cool wind suddenly blows? Just like that, when you keep working hard continuously and circumstances suddenly change, that moment becomes unforgettable. We often feel that our hard work is going to waste. Days pass, but results are not visible. We get tired, we get frustrated, and sometimes we feel like giving up. But the truth is that every effort, every step, and every late-night hard work is slowly creating a storm that, when the right time comes, blows into your life and changes everything. This change does not always come slowly. Sometimes it comes completely suddenly, like a strong gust of wind, a phone call, a meeting, a new opportunity, and your life is no longer the way it was before. Remember how many times you waited for something for a long time, and when you got it, it felt as if it had all happened by a miracle. But in reality, it was not a miracle. It was the result of your continuous efforts. The only difference is that when the change comes, it feels sudden to us, like a strong gust of wind.
But here's a secret. This sudden wind only comes for those who have the strength to wait and persevere. Those who give up after facing difficulties can never feel this wind. When you are in the middle of your struggle, you feel that you are alone. But the truth is that every effort, every step is bringing you closer to your destination. And when the right time comes, everything changes so fast that you yourself are left surprised. This wind blows when you trust yourself, when you hold on to hope, and when you refuse to give up. Then life shows you that your waiting did not go to waste. So if today you feel that nothing is happening, remember that your sudden wind is on its way. You just have to hold on a little longer. You have to have a little more patience, because when that wind blows, it will blow away all your fears, all your obstacles, and all your doubts. And on that day, you will look back and say, it was all worth it. This is the truth of life. Everything changes slowly, and then one day, suddenly, everything becomes right. So keep walking, because your strong gust is just about to come. Conclusion: life is not easy, and perhaps it never will be, but this is its beauty. Difficulties throw us down, test us, and break the limits of our courage. But when we refuse to give up, we discover a power within ourselves that we ourselves were not even aware of. Every fall, every failure, and every painful moment teaches us one lesson: never give up. Because as long as you are persevering, the game is not over. Hope, courage, and spirit. These are the three things that keep us moving forward, no matter how difficult the circumstances are. Remember, success does not come suddenly. It is built slowly with small steps, and then one day, like a sudden wind, everything changes. But this wind only blows for those who know how to wait, who have patience, and who keep moving forward even in difficulties. So no matter how dark the night is in your life today, remember this: morning always comes. You just have to have the courage to go through that night. Never say to yourself that you can't do it, because the truth is that you can. Just awaken that spirit within you, hold on to hope, and remind yourself every day, no matter what happens, I will never give up. One day, you will look back and smile, because you will understand that every tear, every struggle, and every late-night hard work was worth it. And then by telling your story to others, you will say, if I can do it, so can you. This is the real taste of victory. This is the real meaning of life. And this is never give up.